Hello friends, it's your boy Pixelated Pat. Before we get into today's episode, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to everybody who's been waiting patiently for the next episode to drop. I was originally planning on dropping this yesterday, but with the news of Akira Toriyama's passing, I felt like it was best to take the day to pay tributes to my childhood hero. That being said, I've got a lot of awesome content ready to hit you guys with, so hold on to your seats. Without further ado, let's get into the episode.
How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Pixelated Pat. It's my pleasure to welcome you back to another episode of our Pokemon Gaia Hardcore Nuzlocke. Today on the agenda, I become the leader of a bike gang because the superhero-themed gym leader of this city won't battle me unless I become a hardened criminal. It's true what they say, you either die a hero or live to watch yourself become a Nuzlocker on YouTube. And I must say, it is a true honor and privilege to officially become a full-fledged villain. And if you think about it, I really am a villain. At least by Nintendo standards. You see, I haven't played an officially licensed Nintendo Pokemon game in well over a year, because all the games that I've Nuzlocked this last year were either randomizers or ROM hacks. So you can bet your boy won't be getting any sponsorship deals from Nintendo anytime soon, or ever for that matter. But when you consider some of the copyright atrocities that they pull on content creators for no reason, that's probably for the better. That being said, I'm sure you've noticed by now that today's episode is a little bit shorter than normal. There was some footage prior to this event with the biker gang, but it's mostly just 2 minutes of me running around the underground area beneath the warehouses. Between the aimless wandering, the lack of battles, and the fact that nothing interesting or noteworthy happened, I decided to leave it out of today's episode because it just wasn't all that interesting. That being said, I did have a lot of fun battling the biker gang, and there will never be a time when that isn't worth sharing. After all, there's nothing like a good Pokemon battle. And speaking of, I was excited by the battles that we had here due to the fact that we finally got to show off both Durant and Staraptor, two Pokemon that haven't had much of a chance to get in the spotlight. I forgot to mention last episode that Staraptor evolved while we were grinding for the 4th gym, and Durant was our Nemesis cave encounter. Staraptor is a Pokemon I have lots of experience with but haven't used in a while, while Durant is a Pokemon I've never even used before. So as you can imagine, I'm excited by getting the chance to raise both of them to be the very best they could be like no one ever was. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely starting to feel like a bird keeper due to how many awesome flying type Pokemon I have. If I ever decide that I want to do a mono-type Nuzlocke challenge like my good friend Pinecone Pals, who is currently running a water mono-type challenge in Crystal Clear over on Twitch, you should definitely go follow him. I'll definitely be considering running the challenge here in Gaia again. After all, with how much fun I'm having with this run, you can bet that I'll be revisiting it in the future for another go-around. Till then, let's just live a quarter mile at a time and enjoy the ride. And shout out to everybody who caught that Fast and Furious reference there. Anyways, we're just about getting to the meat and potatoes of this episode. You see, this guy was trying to rob this lady in her own house, so we decided to help him out by joining in the lick. However, I think he got the wrong idea because he tried to battle us instead, and I gotta say it really hurt my feelings. After all, I'm just trying to be the best criminal I can be so that way I can face the gym leader. I can't do that if I let him one-up being a villainy like that. SMH, I've said in the chat for you boy, I've officially become the second death of the Nuzlocke. Anyways, it appears as if we have angered the leader of the biker gang due to the fact that we pulled off a way better robbery than his goon was able to. And while I can understand that he thinks I'm being disrespectful for putting in work on his turf, it's not like I chose this life. After all, if I can't commit enough crimes for the gym leader to be interested enough in taking me down, I'll never be able to get his badge and challenge the Pokemon League. I have to become a hardened criminal, and for that reason I make the decision to challenge him for leadership of the game after dispatching of his top 2 henchmen. Wish me luck guys, the whole Nuzlocke rides on this. Anyways, he leads off with Lairon, but luckily we already had the perfect counter out with Durant. While he is able to get Stealth Rock set up, we're able to put him down to 1 HP the next turn after hitting a 4x super effective dig that definitely would have fainted Lairon if it weren't for Sturdy. Right after that, he responds by sending out his ace Mightyena, who I very quickly learned has access to Elemental Fang attacks after sending Azumarill out and getting hit with Thunder Fang the same turn I get Rock Smash off. This forces me to switch right away into Magna, who was able to take out Mightyena with one quick Mach Punch after taking a Thunder Fang to the face. You go, girl. And right after that, we're able to clean up this battle nicely with a close combat to his Bouffalon, and just like that, we have officially become the leader of the bike gang and are now a dangerous and hardened criminal with a 6-star GTA wanted level. And I know this isn't what our mama wanted for us, but that's just how things work in the Pokemon world. If you want to be the very best like no one ever was, there's certain things you can't avoid, and this is one of them. Anyways, we're just about getting to the end of today's episode. We'll be taking on the gym leader in the next one, so make sure to stick around if you don't want to miss out. As always, thank you to everybody who's been checking out the channel. You guys are seriously the best, and I couldn't do it without you guys. That being said, I'll see you in the next one. This is Pixelated Pat, signing off.